listeners, what's going on? I know it's been a little bit since I put up a video, much less the vlog, but I know that I owe it to you, and I wanted to because I missed it. Finally alone in the house again. It's not that I need to be alone to video, it's just that I need to be alone to video because I get so self-conscious. And when Mom's here, so I shouldn't. All I got to do is shut my door too, but I do. Anyway, did have a good Thanksgiving. Let's see. It was just the four of us: myself, my mom, my sister, and her husband, my brother-in-law. I swear he's been my brother-in-law for over 10 years, and I still call him her husband. It's so weird. I went so many years without having a brother of any kind, and now it's so hard for me to get that word out. Just like it's hard for me to call Snickers Snickers. I want to call him Buddy or Hey Buds or, something like that. It just comes out of my mouth easier. And I'm all for anything that's easier, that's for sure. But I wanted to let you in on what my daily life is like and how it goes along with my depression and my anxiety. I know a few of you that I have interviewed for the podcast coming up have mentioned that they were interested in, or you mentioned that you were interested in knowing a bit about my story a bit more. I've had anxiety since I was a little kid. I mean, I'm a worrier by nature. My mom is a worrier. My dad's family are all worriers, and so of course I was going to be a worrier. And then I didn't get any depression until we moved halfway through my high school years, and I looked at it as a good start, a good thing, but it was not. I mean, I was depressed. I missed my best friend. I missed all my boyfriends. Yeah, because I had several. And just, But it was funny because it was only 2 hours away, too. And it wasn't that far away. Now I know, because that's the shortest distance we've ever lived away from our main home, which was in Cincinnati, Ohio. Because we now have, we lived in Florida, and now we live in North Carolina. So, certainly more than 2 hours away. So anyway, but since then, I think I was predisposed to get depression, because that's just how I have been the rest of my life. In hindsight, is 2020, but because my default always goes to depression. I don't go to positivity. I have to train myself and focus on being positive, because my anxiety coupled with my depression tends me right to a cynical and negative attitude. So, but since then, I've had a several numbers of different little petty to moderate size conditions or ailments or disorders that really contribute and culminate on a daily basis of this crappy things that I have to deal with up here and in my body all day long. So basically I wake up in pain. My right calf muscle and all around my knees, they burn. My doctor said just the other day the calf muscle goes up to my back, and it very probably does. I have a chronic back injury, and no doubt that the muscles and everything is from that. And but I do have 2 new knee replacements. Well, they're several years old, but few years old. But the one knee replacement, it didn't hurt until I had to go in. They had to remove part of the plate that was in the front, had broke off and was in there, and I didn't even know it, but they saw it on the x-ray, and the orthopedic surgeon said he'd never seen anything really like that. at all in his whole career, but they removed that. And as soon as they removed that, they came to the hospital room and they said, so you must be feeling a lot better. And I was like, no, I don't feel any different, because I didn't feel it to begin with. Well, now my leg muscle around the top of my knee, below my knee, inside of my knee, it just hurts like a bitch every day. It burns. When I go to stand up, I'm standing bent over for a minute while my body catches up with what I want to do. My body is basically the age of a 75-year-old. Because also I've lost a lot of my strength. Okay, so I've got leg problems, okay, back problems. I've lost my strength, so that's kind of crappy. I'm very weak sometimes. The fibro does that. But as far as like up here, I wake up in the morning and I'm generally okay. But it's a very surface okay, meaning that if one little thing goes wrong, I could very easily let it ruin the rest of my morning. And so I have to really try. And what I have found that I have to do is I have to stick to a morning routine, morning rituals of things that I do that really kind of help keep me in the mindset of where I want to be. Meaning, I might write some in my journal, or I might just brain dump, or I might just meditate. I put on, like what I showed you at the beginning, the ambiance that I just love. It's on YouTube year round. You can watch Christmas stuff, and you can watch, especially this past year, they just exploded with different spring and fall and summer just ambiances, and they're 8 to 10 hours long. Bless you people out there who do that, because they're my savior. I love them. They are great. So I keep those on, and I have a morning thing that I like to do. And so then I will, because my mom is ready for when I wake up. She's ready to launch into, okay, what are we going to do today? And I have to remind her, that's not how I do. I can't do that. I can't just jump up and go right into what are we going to do today? I'll last 2 hours tops. That's it. So I get my coffee and I get my breakfast, which is a breakfast bar. And I come back to my room and I feed my cat, and I come back here for that reason as well, so that the other animals don't get her food. And let's see. And then I get on the computer while I drink my coffee, or I'll make a video like I'm doing now, or just different things. And then normally around, well, she's gone today, so it's different, but normally around, I don't know, 11 or 12, I'll go back out and I'll say, okay, you got me for a couple hours. What do you want to do? If I have any financing work that I have to do before then, or at all that day, I do it before then, because my brain might be fresher, even though I can't do anything with her. And what it is it's a block of stimulus too. It's stimuli that just comes at me. And I just can't handle it all first thing when I wake up in the morning. And any of you out there that have a chronic illness, you know what I'm talking about. So then I normally eat a snack out there with her, some lunch, whatever, depending on how long I'm out there. Like today, we're going to be putting up the tree, and she doesn't let me do a lot, 'cause she knows I hurt real bad. Like, my arm is burning the heck out of me right now. I'm going to have to switch arms. So, let's see what else. And then I come back in and try to get a couple more hours of work done. And then by 3, 4 o'clock, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Now, throughout that day, I may wake up with a lot of anxiety in the morning. And I have started just taking, smiling at my kitty cat. I have started just taking my anxiety medicine with my other medicine morning and night. And it helps, but it makes me a bit more tired. Let's see. So then, you know, I'm back here. I try to tidy up some in my room so I can keep up with that. And I try to rest a little bit in the afternoon, because if I don't, then what will happen is by 7 o'clock at night, I'll be sacked out and I'll be passed out. And then when I wake up at like 10, I'm wide awake. And if I take a nap earlier in the day, at least I can, when I do stay up later, I go to sleep a little bit earlier, maybe an hour or so earlier than I would if I slept in the evening, but that hour counts. Meaning I go to sleep around 12 or 1, which that's what I did last night, as opposed to 2 or 3, so that counts. That's a big thing, and it doesn't sound like it would be. So, and during all of that, I have different waves of fibromyalgia. Like yesterday, I was in so much pain, and I hurt so much and could hardly move that it was bringing me to tears. But then in the evening, I had taken some Tylenol, and it took forever, but it finally kicked in a little bit. Like, I'm talking 4 hours, forever long. It should have kicked in before it did. And I ate a little bit of dinner, and the light changed. It went from daytime to nighttime. And whenever that happens, there's always a shift in me. I am a night owl. And when the evening comes and the sun goes down, I feel a lot better. Just naturally do. I don't know why. So I eventually did get feeling a little better, but it was too late to do anything. My mom had already done everything she wanted to do. And, you know, so it's a real pain in the butt, because I'm off. We have alternating schedules, opposite schedules, pretty much. Not opposite, but different schedules. And the way that everything kind of hits me throughout the day and comes and goes, and it's irritating, and I get a headache, or I get this and I get that. And so basically, here's the thing: I'm uncomfortable at the least every day, all day. So there are waves where I'm more than uncomfortable, and waves where I'm more than uncomfortable. I mean, like, I could be almost in tears, like I was yesterday, and just paralyzed because you just can't move. So, but this kind of crap, okay, so then what happens though? The last part of what happens is it affects you up here. It affects you psychologically, and you, if I could throw in the towel, quote unquote, I would throw in the towel. But there's no way to walk away from my life. There's no way to be away from me, because I make myself really, it's just pathetic. And it's very hard to not self-loathe. So it's very difficult. And I really try and put myself in my mom's position, and I try and do things for her. And but like yesterday, she went up in the garage and got the Christmas tree and the Christmas boxes. And I said, I feel bad. You want me to go up and help you? She said, no, I'm fine. I can do it myself. I said, I want to get up and help you anyway. I said, but we both know I wouldn't be any help. And she's like, yeah, you wouldn't. So it's really, it's pathetic. I mean, I feel pretty useless. I owed y'all this video. I feel like I look like an idiot, but, you know, I'm shameless now. I don't care if I look like an idiot. My point is what I'm trying to tell you guys, which is chronic illness sucks.